This is Natalie Batts here, doing my oral presentation here with Mrs. Thomas. She's a English teacher with special ed children in her class.
Yes.
Say hi, Miss Thomas.
Hello.
So the title of my presentation is IEP Writing and Implementation from the Perspective of Educating Parents to be Better Advocates for Their Children. And this is Natalie Batts speaking. And Tyler Thomas is the teacher who is actually going over the presentation with me and listening. The first part of the research that was done on how to get parents to participate more, we first had to look at the problem, because whenever you do research, you always need to you research a problem area.
Yes, of course.
Many school districts across America are plagued with lawsuits, and the lawsuits basically stem from parents who are not happy with the IEP services that their student is receiving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have parents that you have.
We have those all the time.
Right. So the parents' participation could decrease lawsuits because not only would they be educated on the IEP process, but they would be part of constructing it. So the research done was to find out how to get parents to participate more.
Interesting.
Based on the research literature, research shows that there are many barriers that cause parents to not participate like they should. Some of the barriers are communication issues, or they just don't understand the process, or transportation. It could be a cultural issue.
Mm-hmm.
So it's based on research, it just shows that if educators showed a more sensitive side and invited parents, made it a more encouraging, inviting environment, that would make parents feel comfortable coming on as a professional, because they are experts when it comes to their children's needs, in my opinion. Interventions that, this slide's moving really slow. Interventions that can help the entire IEP process become more efficient would be to educate parents, to meet with them and ensure that they're aware of their rights, because based on the IDEA law and FAPE, of free and appropriate education for students, parents are actually, it's their right to be involved. So as educators, it is very necessary that we send invitations, make calls home, we send emails, just do more to make parents feel more welcome in the process of planning for their child's needs in education. Some of the data that was collected, we first had to, before collecting data, of course, we had to get approval from the principals of the schools where we sent surveys to, or we plan to send surveys. So the first step of data collection would be to get approval. We would get surveys that would ask different levels of questions. The surveys would be sealed and they would be anonymous, so that if the teachers or educators who did the surveys did not want to be identified, their identity was protected. So once they're distributed, then we would pick up the surveys from the schools, tabulate the information, and from there see what similarities and differences came from different teachers, different grades, and subject matter. Mm-hmm. You understand that? We analyze the data and results. We would analyze the data. After the surveys are collected, the researcher, which would be myself, would analyze the data by reading through all the responses, identifying and making note of common themes, which I had stated before. There's different implications that would be for the classroom and for teaching, but one implication for the classroom would be something that I would learn from the data collection and analysis, would be to speak positively about the child to the parent, make sure the parent knows their input is valuable, keep the parent informed, go as far as providing transportation for the parent, be encouraging and welcoming, and talk in a non-threatening manner that is welcoming to the parent. And as far as teaching or working for a school, with the information available to me by the study, I feel it would be the teacher's responsibility and duty to call parents, send letters home, hold conferences to keep parents informed. So as long as the teacher makes it an welcoming environment, it should be more comfortable for parents, and it would be beneficial to the student to have a supportive, involved parent and an encouraged, supportive, involved teacher. And that is my presentation. Thank you, Ms. Thomas, for sitting with me through this.
You are so welcome. That was a great presentation.
Thank you.